Hi, my name is Ashley with the Share Institute, ShareLove.Fund, and we will continue our study of the sutras with Book 2, Sutra number 27, or 2.27. So this sutra translated into English is, one's wisdom in the final stages is sevenfold. One experiences the end of one, the desire to know anything more. 2, the desire to stay away from anything. 3, the desire to gain anything new. 4, the desire to do anything. And 5, sorrow. 6, fear. 7, delusion. In the words of the contemporary yoga gurus, this is analyzed as follows. The first stage is where the conclusion is law. The first stage is where we come to the conclusion that by running here and there, looking to externals, we are not going to gain the knowledge we seek. Knowledge is a thing to be obtained from within, by turning in. Turning in means to go in, to understand ourselves, to know thyself first. If we do not know ourselves, we will make mistakes in knowing other things. We should know with what glasses we are viewing the outside. Are they clean or colored? If they are colored, naturally, we will see a colored world outside. We cannot blame the world for this color. A scale should correct itself before trying to give the correct weight of objects placed on it. If the scale is wrong, the weight will certainly be wrong. We must see if the mind is in a neutral position so it can judge things properly. The second understanding is that all experiences of pleasure and pain come not from the outside, but are the interpretation of our own mind. The mind makes these experiences and creates these feelings. If this understanding comes, all misery and pain are over. We will see that we are not pained by any externals and that nothing can make us unhappy. We will know that our mind is the cause of these pains. We will try to correct it rather than blaming the outside world or other people. We will feel no need to seek after things nor avoid them. The third position comes once you understand the mind fully and what the neutral mind can attain in understanding. You need not study anything for that. No book can give it to you. No one can tell you. There's no school for it. We can read ideas about it, but it's something to be experienced. Maybe under a tree, watching nature, but there are no words. The learning comes from within. There's a wealth of knowledge inside of us. Ancient scriptures say, quote, know the one by knowing which you will know everything, end quote. This understanding without learning is the third level of consciousness. The fourth comes once we understand nature and its workings. We feel that there's no longer anything to be done. We understand that we can rise above hardships and that we are the doer. There's no particular duty for us. And at this time, we are prompted to do things only because our minds direct us to. There's no personal action. We're just prompted to act in service to others and we're doing things whether or not we consciously think about it. In the scriptures, this is described as what is a must and what is not. There are no musts, nothing one must do, nothing one should do or should not do. That means a person who appears to be doing something really is not doing anything. So this is getting a little abstract, so let's kind of bring it home. And this idea is that many of our experiences are the perception of how we are interpreting the outside world. And sometimes when we have fears, regardless of what the outside world has brought to us, we will immediately think, oh my gosh, my worst fear is coming true. And by quieting our mind and by understanding that a lot of what we feel and experience is our interpretation of the outside world, and it's not necessarily an absolute, by thinking of our interaction and our feelings as not necessarily a given, but something we can control. This is a way that we can sort of gain more power over our feelings and ultimately achieve happiness. And it's never going to be that like rah, awesome kind of happiness, but it can be a deep, sustaining, and stable sense of tranquility. Thank you for your time. Namaste.